Hello, today we're going to talk gas grills and also charcoal grills for safety on them. A lot of people have gas grills, charcoal grills, they grill on their decks or their patio. One thing with gas grills that you got to really be careful about is that if you have your gas grill on your deck or your patio and you have vinyl siding, if you don't move this away from your house a little bit, you're going to start your house on fire. You can melt the siding and then your house will start on fire like I just said. So you want to make sure that you're real careful with the gas grills. They heat up from the back pretty far. I mean, I know at home, I had one and my daughter one time went out and said she was gonna be real nice to start it. She did. And then the next thing I know, I went outside real quick. I'm like, oh my gosh, she didn't move it away from the house. And it melted some of my siding on my house. So it does happen really easy. She thought she was being nice by starting the grill, and instead she kind of warped some of our siding. So the grills get really hot. You want to make sure that you're real careful with them and that you're really watching to make sure that they're not by anything that will start on fire. You also too, when you're cooking, make sure that the kids aren't playing around it because your kids could get burnt with it very easy. And that's another safety thing that you want to take into. The other thing that I like to do, and it's a real good practice, is the gas cylinder here that supplies it, and that is to turn your propane off. You'd be surprised how many people leave their propane tank on as they just store this. Two things can happen. One, it can leak out the fuel on it so that it's, you lose it and you have to refill your tank quicker. The other thing is, for some reason, if this was hot and you had a leak there, you could actually start the fire really easy by that gas coming out of there and igniting with the temperature here from the gas grill. So you really want to be careful with that and store them in a safe place. Don't put your cover on too soon. Again, make sure that's good and cool to the touch. Touch the top, touch the back. Don't ever use the palm of your hand, use the back of your hand. You use the back of your hand to feel it. If you burn, you're gonna burn the back of your hand, not your palm, but you use it all every day. So kind of be careful with that. So now we're gonna go on to charcoal grills here. So charcoal grills are really nice. They give a nice flavor to your meat and chicken, whatever you're cooking and stuff. It's a lot of people love charcoal grill. I do too. It's nice. Takes a little longer to get going than the gas grill if you're in a hurry, but still cooking over the charcoal is just something about charcoal grills. The problem with charcoal grills is with people wanting to empty out their charcoal or their pit like I got right here for us here on the ground here. After they're done doing their cooking and stuff, they take the grate here off like this here they will. They'll toss it aside. And then they take their coals, and they haven't let the coals cool down all the way yet, they haven't. And then what they do is they take their coals and they'll dump them into a pan like this, okay? So this pan right here is just plastic. And what's gonna happen when you put hot coals in here? It's gonna start on fire. The other thing that they'll do after they do this is they go and they put it in their garage. They set it over in the corner. Now, they started the pan on fire because the charcoal gets hot. Once this pan starts on fire, then it starts the garage on fire. And that happens quite often, that you'll see decks on fire. People say that they had charcoal grill going, and that's because they've had the briquettes here in something like this here, or people actually put them in their trash can. And again, that's a plastic, which will start on fire. So you want to make sure you're real careful. If you're going to store them in something like this here, or you want to throw them away, the best thing is to make sure that they're nice and cold before you go and do that. The best thing would be to do is to take a little bit of water, put it on there, and make sure it doesn't sizzle. If it doesn't, then you know your coals are cool enough that you could throw them away. The best thing to go with the coals would be to have a metal pan, like this one right here. This right here is just a real little garbage can that we have at home. And what you can do, once you get done, if you don't want to wait for your coals to get cold, if you don't want to, then all you gotta do, go like that right there, dump them right in your container, put your lid on your container, and now they'll just cool down in there. Again, if you do this here though, you want to make sure that you keep it away and don't put it in your garage. This is the safer way to do it because it will get warm, but at least it won't start a fire. It won't start burn down your garage or your house for you.